Okay. As it's all about if you have on the sorrow, the mechutz begad, if he has excrement on his clothes, on himself, and he has covered with his clothes. Oh, Janice, the other basic he say, or he put his hand through into the bathroom. Through some sort of hole in the wall. The ain't no can't smell any bad smells. The Yesh material in the gross the Yesh there's some master to read it Priyashman someone answer it. The Yesh also say Shaloah Tiru Hamatir Betzoa Abasor that the person that they also say that only they didn't matter allow the person who does allow when there's excrement on his flesh, Elag b'makom shehi mechusim me'elah, it's only something that's closed on, it's covered on its own, below malbish without any clothes on it. Kigon etiliada, for example, in the pits of his arm, or yeah. The nafal nasos kediver machmas, proper to do like the words of the machmer. Okay, the shechla zera al b'sar, if you have semen on his flesh, dino kitoa is din is like excrement. That's from real halachos yomtov. Pour through a hole. It means the same. There's a wall between him and the basic and the bathroom. This is from the Magen Avram. He puts his hand inside within into the wall. We don't see this. Some say this Pegimel. This is from the Prima Gadim. Also the cross connected mechitza basically is also to read opposite the wall of a bathroom. The Getoadam that counts as excrement. And so therefore there has to be another wall in front of it. Material, and those that are matter in this case. The Chesiv Kolin Hashem Halakah, it says all the souls shall praise Hashem. The Hainu Ateh Ve'achotim, which is the mouth and the nose. B'chlal Hilul, which are included in the praise. Avolo Shairam, but not the rest of the bodies, which aren't, I guess, the soul, which has the breath, I guess. The Afilu Einam Nakim Shailim, if they're not clean, it will be okay. Vayishosim, the other asim whole time, but the Chesiv Kolatz Moses Tamarna says, all my bones speak. Hashem Yichamoch, Hashem who is like you see all his bones. But Inam Shiyu Kulam Pikim, we need all those bones to be clean. Upasha de Lafizet, Pasha, according to this, who had in Im Acham Evar, to be one of his limbs, who betochav Arba Amos, it was within his 4 Amos, Shalato of the excrement. Gam came also many times, it would also be because of this, if it's not just on him, but 4 Amos within it. The Yemot Zoah he al Begadav, if the Zoah is on his clothes, and Mechusam Ilmala Gamkin is also covered on top. The Kuliyam Misham, according to everyone, that would be okay. This is from the Magen Avram. But Mikomakam Yuzar Koladam Shiyu Tamid Vugaz Nikim, still should be careful that all constantly his clothes should be cleaned. But with Prat based tefillah, especially by davening, it's very important. It's one of the Chayadam. We want to do the other, for example, his armpits. Rotolomer Oz Mahani Kisa Vega, then it helps to have the clothes on top, if he's automatically covered by his arms. Prima Gadam. Kedivir Machmer, like the opinion of the Machmer, Beisad Chach, Yistus Mochad Divir Mektirin, and the pressing you can rely on the person who's matir, from the words of the matir. But Shedafka Hapteva Chotem Hubachala Hilo, that only the mouth and the nose are included in the praise. Avol Lo Shari Varman, the rest of his limbs. This one the Chayada. Dina Ketov, if thing is like excrement. Also allow me to say, Al Kain Yesh Lahachmir Ba, therefore there is to be machmer about it. This is from the Magen Avram. Kishi al basar, when it's on his flesh, even though it's covered. And therefore, Shekwa there counts as that. Most of a canal is like so, like it's mentioned. When it's on his clothes and it's covered, Charlotte Kuliyam, and it's mutter according to everyone. The canal was so, as just said by excrement, that if you have so same thing with semen. The Isham doesn't say the enokto that doesn't count as soa, as like excrement. This is from the Amagan from the Dina Vegra. Amiyu b'sefer chasidim b'havan the sefer chasidim to mitzvah kavtas muchas zafilu al begadim mechusi yesh l'rach, so the fashel that even if it's on his clothes and it's covered, there is to wash it and to take it off, or to take it off. This is from the Magen Avram and the Shar Chonim l'chayadam. Shaloya Tumah, they should be attached to him some sort of tumah. We call Shigam Kishinich shall pass the Shalom they carry for sure if he had a stumbling through carry. Shalo Yehelo Maz Karas Avon Isser, there shouldn't be some sort of mentioning of the Isser. I shouldn't be on. And it's all in Befiyat Maz. If you have excrement in the where in yeah in the hole there. Even if it's covered. Also the gross dibri. So it's also to read the dibri also to read according to everyone. Even if it can't be seen, because you only when he stands up. The nearest Kishu Yosha, but it could be seen when he's sitting down. Via the vas in that place. Mishi has a one who has a sickness of I guess he has to go to the bathroom a lot. Vizal menu and flows from him down tamid, constantly blood is coming out of him. Okay, so this is from the Haradvaz and the Magen Avram. So this one sort of the in the sickness. V'agav ha'adam yotzim menu lechas rucha miyavshan. Through the blood comes out some sort of some sort of liquid, which is very disgusting. V'yesh lo reach one has a bad smell to it. Also b'kol devi kedusha. Kedusha is also in everything. Kedusha calls mancha lechas rucha b'shosim. Men, as long as the smell, the liquid is very disgusting and it's flowing from him. V'im ein sham reach raf. There's no bad smell. Im adam if adam o halecha yotzi derech ha'chiyah. If the blood or the liquid goes out through the pushing through beserugim and intervals, having in a mayayim, it's from the innards. V'yeshlo tzakana the berchitas of makam mazum b'homa, and there is just a way to fix it. Okay, by just cleaning off the disgusting stuff. V'imshosh is the yori tamid me'atzma. If it constantly goes out on its own, oz havi mipiyas vazem from the mouth of the it's from the bottom. Yeah, you don't have to fix it. So if it has to push it, so then it's from the innards, and you have to wash it. If it's not, then it doesn't need it. This is from the Shari Tshuva. Also, the cross has to read. But the evidence but if you did read Kriya Shema, the goes back and rereads. Le'inyan tefillah tzarachin however, in regards to davening, it's tzarachin. He would have to go back and reread if he had excrement there. Many Achonim says you have to go back and reread this. From the early Rabbah, the Pri Megadah Derech Chaim. The Divrei calling one to once wrote to them, the feel of Divrei Mati, even the one that says Mati B'Sivtal, so al B'Sar when he's still on his skin, Mehus in his covered. Shani Hachad B'Makom Nafish Zehumah Tvei. Here it's different in its place, where it's in its original place. It has a lot more discussing it. How can you use the Ladam the these oil the literal stomach that the person is to constantly wake up and to see constantly she and not keep that the bottom should be clean. Shalo, okay, it's l'rafta b'mayim to wash it with water or barok or with spit. Yidei shalo yishar shama afilu mashuv, and so it shouldn't remain there even a little bit of excrement. This is the shalo and the chayadim. Kishu yoshev when he's sitting down. Avol im eino niras afilu kishu yoshev. You can't even see him when he's sitting down. What the shalo nidna torah l'malcha shoris, and that's fine because the Torah wasn't given to the malcha shoris. Nothing more you can do. It's from the Gemara. Vav. There's in front of him a little bit of excrement. Yakul levatl barok, you're able to destroy it with spit. She yark vav. Let me just turn this down so we don't miss a little battery. Okay. Yakul levatl barok she yark vav yikra connected that you should spit on that a little bit, and then you can read opposite that place because you destroyed it. There has to be thick spit with some sort of ve'ina bittul mol elefishad. Bittul only works for a little bit, for a moment. Avul imlo yikar miyag. You don't read immediately. V'rok nemuach. V'nibla the rok gets this melts and absorbs into the excrement. Lo batul does not destroy it. Ma'at zolol bezora filo kol even a little bit. This is from the brachos kafkasam and base, kafayam and base. In ki ein shir leisur Torah, there's no amount to measure to the meisur Torah. Because of the cholish of Kiviga writes, V'shem hagziros shem shon, the name of the zero shem shon, the ein tzarach laharchik mimasha adam meiki afshu mos. You don't have to distance from something when a man vomits. even though it's disgusting. Harok Av, as long as the spit is very sick. Oz Klash of then it counts as a covering. Gadaf Gishain Magila Rechotel doesn't reach to many bad smell. The Imnos in Mayam al Gabi. So if you put water on top of the excrement, Lomahani doesn't help, because that's not thick. It's from the Magan of Ram. Elam came to Mayam Bukurim unless the water is turbulent. Shain so nearest Meitofa, you can't see the excrement inside of it. The Lodam of the Tob Bashos is not similar to the case of excrement inside of a glass. The Hossam have Kisim Ali, there was a full covering. Mashain came, but that was not true here. And they're fine. And therefore needs to be turbulent. Therefore there is to be careful that it's been washed from reading opposite a urine bowl, which is full of water. Asher Yishlichu with Hokal Big Katanim, which you put in there just a bowl which you put in there water, which you put in there a kid's clothes. Sheish B'Mto, what's happened on excrement, it's only covered with water, not with anything else, and water's no good. Savigim Tov V'Bayis Mutter the Kos. If you have Savig, if there's excrement in a house, then it's mutter to read. The Cheskas Bayishem, but so there's assumption about a house that doesn't have excrement in it. Savigim Tov Asher, if there's Savig, if there's excrement in a garbage dump, then it would be also Misham the Cheskas Asher Sheyesh, but so there's an assumption about a garbage dump that it does have excrement there. Savig Miraglayim Afilu Ba'ashra Mutter. If there's a Savig, if there's urine, then even if it would be in a garbage dump, it will be mutter. Mishum the low asvator the close connected meraglaim el connected on the chokilu. Because the Torah only asked it if you are reading opposite urine, except only if it's the actual flow as the person's going to the bathroom. After it falls only Mosif and Drabanan. The suffix or goes by suffix and where it goes. Okay. Suffix mutter the cross mutter be behalf of the mutter Torah ve'enu yodea imut soas kolavim v'shar behemoth. And where you found excrement doesn't know if it's excrement of a dog or any other animal. Bakaya or soas other or wild animal, or if it's the excrement of a man. Tasa Magen Avram that's Lina Bezem Batzer Matamasi. We got the Magen Avram opinion is you go by the more common one. Dimutzuyim Tinokas, if it's more common little kids, Yoser Miklavim more than dogs, the people buy also even though in the house would be also. Who was in Ifka, the Ashba similarly the opposite in an Ashba if there's more dogs than kids. Imutzuyim Klavim Yoser is more common dogs, the Lina to Miklavim the Hakal, we assume that it's from the dogs and it's Mako. The Dafkim Bandak Ashba, it's only if you search from the garbage dump. Wunim Sabal Shatso built these, they only found, you don't find any excrement except for this. Dilav Hokli Halo Amin and this time Ashra Chaspashiyesh Whatso, we assume that, not so we assume that there's a general garbage dump has an excrement. The Reglil the half because there's normal to go to the bathroom there. Clean possible phone by Magen Avram, similar to Boston by like the Magen Avram, that you can assume with the dogs. That's more common. The Shlomo and Shlomo and the Chayadim and the Magen Gabor. The Cheskas bias, the assumption about house. V'motisham gatanim tzarach livdok, if you found they're commonly little kids, and you do have to search because they do have excrement there. V'm tometer ben yonah b'sugya d'yispal and matzah, and it's ben yonah and sugya, then one who davens and found excrement, the dafka phase and phase, and sham there. The Cheskas ashra, they chazaka about a garbage dump. Lav chazaka they're moving where it's not a full chazaka. The yom kain if you look with meir aglaim hayos, so then even if it would be urine, it would be answered. Ella Rotulam rather means to say directly Matasham short, so it's normal to find their excrement. Okay, not to achieve the therefore it's also till you search. After you came across the bush, afterwards I found that that's what the bush says. Suffolk Meraglaim, Suffolk if there's urine. Bimbu Yodea Shu true Kameraglaim, if he knows there is urine here. If in Istabik if Hitzel Tokel Revius Mime Suffolk if you put in their water there, we Yotzabo. Hazbukai or stuff like that, you put water or other stuff. Hazbukagam Ram, the Rangam writes. And the given the Chazuki Yisrael as Lin on the Chomer. Since you have the Chazak of Isra of the urine being there, we go by the Chomer. Feel of milk is Rabban, even though it's Rabbanah. The matter is Rabban. When we come back on Bishas and Chak still in a pressing need, she is battle Yedei Zem Kriyash, you're going to lose from this saying Kriyash from Tefillah. You will listen all Chalapos can be able to learn on the post with the Fila, but there's Lin on the Kula. Even in this case, you go on the Kula, and milk is Rabban in a matter of the Rabbanah. If you have a suffix, if you put water there. So if this the kind of thing happened with that excrement, the Hainish Yodeh Haya Khan, so you know here there was excrement, but by himself. And stop it and Pinu and Suffolk that came out, because they left there. Near the also the close to the Aspire, and it seems that it's also to read into Davin. Achi Spatolo until it's clear to him the halachum will to the rice, because that is a matter of the rice. Afilu ba'ashba, even if it is a garbage dump, or Shlomo means, and then you don't have to worry about urine. This is Pasha. Next thing is Pasha. The Afash about Kuva, Nishalonim, so after you search it, you'll find that it's excrement. So now we just have something about urine, it's fine. Yam Shaim Lagim men earlier, and also to reach them with that smell. The Ilaf Alfred not so typically Misham the Ashba Kuva, from the you can learn it out from the fact that the garbage itself you can't read opposite it. So it must be it's clean garbage for whatever reason. Moshe goes to the seminine test of class, it's clear it says then seminine test of class. Keneged Amid, opposite the actual flow. Goes to the Magen Avram, the Magen Avram says B'Shem Rosh and Rosh Shoshis lo Fash Keneged Amid, that one who drinks is not considered that if it's like flowing out, like pouring out, I guess, doesn't count as opposite the flow. V'shar midaraisa v'mutter midaraisa. V'agos the goner time to send them mepakvi goes down the time to something about this. I show it's not really flowing; it's sort of like dripping out. Okay, let's see the ber halacha. Safek im ton mais mutter the goes mutter. Wir haben mission we're looking mission to cut off phase much of something we wrote. The dafka im bayis im balak ash only if you search the garbage dump. This would make sense with the Primagon includes because Shlomo Magen Avram, the question on the Magen Avram, Beish Avram, Yosef and Yod, and Shom. You have to search the garbage dump. If you have one suffix about a dog, then it's fine. Assuming it's more common in dogs. I will suffix me regarding, but if you're somewhere next to me, very long. I wrote to me today. She must suffix along in Yeshlam Mishlam regarding suffix if there is urine there. Nearly being inside the my humble opinion, the who didn't want to provide for Shofa. Or it's similarly found in the house that he poured on the ground. But any of them who mime of may or we don't know if that's water or urine. That you could be making in a place where it's not normal to have kids. The compliment to mime shenish may or because it's just as common to have water as it is to have urine. And this is the Magen says we go by the more common. That if the kids are in the house and assuming the dirt is from them. Even by urine, every time we know it's urine. Subject in subject is if it's kids or if it's man or if it's an animal. The kachal about are much therefore go by the more common one, the kids. If the kids are more common there than Tulina B'Dem B'Shem Tzedem. Mashen came then Yanin was not true in our topic. V'aldina the Chayodam Kupan Din of the Chayim itself the Chor Yishlein there is to look into it. The halal b'mir glan time glan by isn't it by urine that we pass in the haka we make a feel of ashvash and matzah the matzah mir glan. Even when in a garbage dump where it's common to find their urine, so what does it care for the kids if it's kids? Almost a little zina matzah matzah. There, what do you see? Don't go by the more common chazaka thing. The Indian mir glan regards for urine. We used to find being a suffix while etzem adavar, and there's to make a difference if the suffix is on the main thing. Is it there or is it not there? So then you could be mako. Or if the matter is really there, we know it is right. It's also we have to assume it's something else, or it's an animal. Talina the Matzah, I feel of Milsa, the run to be told in Matzah even by their run of Sarchin. Okay. Chai says, Karba Malkum Sharoy stop. They give read in a place which is fitting to have a suffix about it, it's all about afternoon. And Matzah Akagak, and then you found it afterwards. There is there. Sarah has the real literacy you would have to go back and reread. Avalim and Malkum royally stop above, but the place was not fitting to have a suffix about it. And so the close you wouldn't have to go back and reread. Meraglaim a few of the stopping and urine even if found in a place where it's fitting to be stopping and you just didn't. And so the close you wouldn't have to go back and reread. The Makom Shirai, the Mishnah verse says, the Hain of Makom Shamat Isham Kitanim but it's in a place where it's common to have little kids and stuff like that. But it's likelihood of urine. This is from somebody being Yonah. Most when he found it afterwards in his arm, most when he found it outside of the arm, most this is from the Kedusha when Tolshir Kamalian within the measure of his eyesight, and the common Sim Payalif Bays and Mishnah Berurah later on Sim Payalif and Bays and Mishnah Berurah. Just because you would have to go back, the Zevach Hashem because the offerings of Hashem is discussing this, the Havilay of the Dok Malcolm should have searched the place. The Bashar who had in him im la'achar tefillah matzah shahaya begad of minalav mitunafin. The positive same thing would be if after the davening he found that his clothes or his shoes were dirty. Yodea Nidwa Yodea Kodam Atfila Bamakum Batunaf, and he knows that they were dirty through the before davening, they were in a dirty place. You go in basic case, for example, in a bathroom. Kagavan is something like that's from Makam Hashpas, in the place of the is the garbage dump. Below Shamar as we didn't guard himself and he was not to be tasted when Shamar when to be clean when he came out from there. And so he would have to go back. The pasha that he was Poshea and he should have been careful. Vim Yasha Belaila Makom Shaya Shamsoa Jos Chasol. And if he's dwelling at night in a place where there's the excrement of weasels, he also and some of that, the nidbak with exactly got attached to his clothes. We spell basic and after then he daven and shul. We show the basic in the base when he goes back to his house, Mata Shatina Davak they found that there's tinip in his clothes. And so liquid it's not he doesn't have to go back and reread. The Dhamma the Inha Makambar the topic is fitting about it's similar to a case of where he doesn't have to have to it's not fit to be have a topic about this from the Shari Chuba. Okay. But like goes on to reread. In my brachos you read it with the brachos. And this is from the Prima Ganem Mazar Chachayim. The Gam who I didn't lay in feeling same thing will be with regards to prayer. In there, brachos a Muslim, if you made a brachos a Muslim, benching, a sharp brachos the other brachos, on the comment of Simon, so Simon Kofe Hey, look later on Simon Kofe Hey. Mashin is always Mr. Bro, this is the end of Mr. Bro, Shams Maskanas Afon and opinion that the conclusion of the Afon in this topic. Imke Shehishlim to philosophy if when he finishes the davening and what to saw over his man Tefillah. If when he finishes his davening and he finds excrements after the time of Tefillah, in Mashlim with Tefillah, others you don't do a Hashlam and another Tefillah. So if he found this after time is already the davening is already over, then you wouldn't have to do another tefillah. The boshea that he was boshea. The ain't al bananas, and there's only repayment if he was ones and he was actually boshea. Answer al kazi wouldn't have to go back. The honest that he was an honest in this case where you shouldn't have checked. The might have remember what should he do? What was he to do? There was no reason to assume it was there and happened to be there. Answer al kazi wouldn't have to go back. The people had the clothes because even though Hafila was much for him to read, as long as he didn't know about it, there was no reason to have to assume it was there. But if he knew about this, there was their urine. Bob the cargo was fallen, he violated this in red and daven. So has the liquid this fall, and he would have to go back and reread if he did it on purpose. The overall bond is our bond is over on the bond is our bond. I can't cause of prayer for McDonald's says, the Hayal Gimel, in the Lam Gimel, and the comments in the cafe. Hey, Verhalacha. Later on, some of the Verhalacha. Okay, let's do the Verhalacha. The Malcolm, Umazah hasn't found it afterwards. The place where you should have been suffering and you found it afterwards, or not a place, then it would be okay. I'm pretty much on the Malcolm, pretty much on the Dafka. The Dafka and Mazah is only finding it afterwards. I'm a little misspelled the Malcolm should really stop it, but if you have in a place fitting to have a subject, but if a halach level and he's left and didn't search, the absolute lechazal Malcolm, it's impossible to get back to that same place and search. Zorafin and Yasmi, well, you need the if you have to go back and read Davin. Ein Sham and Malcolm, it's not the moment the Efsher, besides there that it's possible the Minatorah, we're called out in the other, but the other Minatorah Yotzi in every case. And Besivish was Yaakov, Masik, Allah, and the Besivish was Yaakov, concludes Allah. Then Carbon Malcolm, Sheesh Ashra, bread in a place where there is an Ashra, but all of them come when you went to your own place. So if Chazal that goes to this wall, you would have to go back and reread in Davin. The Chazal Ashra Sheesh, but so there's a Chazak about a garbage dump that has excrement there. The Yumkain who Safik Kar Levadi, if so, it's a Safik which is close to a Vadi, as in the Lechomra after the Rabbanan, we go Lechomra even by a Rabbanan. Abu Makkah really stop it when in a place where there's just to be Safik, not a Chazaka. I understand but there is not an assumption of Hezbollah, the close of Lubba Hezbollah Sheesh, but so there's not an assumption, in order to be able to read, and not an assumption of Yeshua, so there is excrement there. The Dem is subject with this subject, you're not Mukhay Lechaz with So then it's only if you found it afterwards would you have to go back and reread. You would have to go back. I'm from Magan looking if you were in a place you should have been talking about. I'm from Magan looking for Magan Bisimin if I test and Mishpil Zav, of Nishmas Adam and Nishmas Adam, Shinesabik in whom the Raisa with the Banach the Raisa with the Rabana. Well, but so the very Masada the Shu Rak, the money side is only the Rabana. The Raisa with the Aviyos, with the Raisa with the Aviyos. Rafa Vegan even still the Kuliyama in Hukumakum Shamatun if he's in a dirty place. Actually, it's impossible for him to get out of there, and it's only Darabana should he do it. We're going to do Chava should basically, for example, he's locked in jail, but he also presents something like this, it's very dirty. The Chafilim with the social lease spot, the Chafil is better for him not to daven at all. The overzealous is the right because he violates this and this and the right. Also, the corrosive, okay, next is Shogunov. Also, the growth Tenegam Glam plus to read opposite urine. And Shiyanto will talk on the VS man until you throw on them a review of water. Osmot and then it would be mutter. Veloshna, Ali Gamekarka, Veloshna, Makli doesn't make a difference if it's ground or in a vessel. We'll see tomorrow. Tenegam opposite. But Sarah that called in our you need all the things of different things from the Prima Gadam. Molakam Besimra in Test Cephalus says later on Semi in Test Cephalus, so they need some regards to action. And Shiyanto until you throw in, meaning it can't be in front of your eyes, it can't be to the left or right, it can't be to the left or right within 4 hours. Actually, not totally as well. The female Shaminator answer and is to the cross rack can I get on much of that. Because with the right is only also to read opposite the flow of the pillar of the flow from alone that of the urine. The Oscar should not fall on Lawrence after falls in the ground, they also in Isuro rack Madibris, even though this is only the Rabana. We can always so similar to I am above as I said earlier in similar I am above. Okay, in the Kilo Chazal there for the Chazal was make this from the Raj. But she also have Asla Yidei Revis my meal to bath through water, or revis water. But Kilo how you made regard Marubim if the urine was a lot of urine, you could still use just a revis. So the feedback one says animal where revis mime doesn't help the revis mime, Elazaf fish and Misrifum, something when they're not disgusting. I believe it's what you're in Misrifum, but if it's known that they're disgusting, this is from the Prima Gadim. So also made the Vitor, then it's also made the Vitor, the priest, the course next them to read opposite them. Animal revis doesn't help revis. Also, Shiarbo Lim Mime. The vatas. You really have to keep adding one until it gets rid of the disgustingness. This is from Skafei Amid Beis in the Gemara, the Kamamaya Brahmi, and Sham Lekber. So you have to keep going until there's no disgustingness, or just a revius if there's no disgusting anyway. So revius, my revius of water. Yesham to be in a dafka of a basaf, so you need specifically at one time. Do you have hopefully kam bottle not so then each drop you're going to have is going to be bottle. And you're going to not get the reviews. It's in the Prisha Vishem Rabbi Yonah and the Rambam and the Rambam. The parish and Mishnah explanation the Mishnah, Mashari Poskim will view, and the other Poskim don't bring it. The Gam Raj will make them say, and the Raj will make them about this, and so in the Mice of the Yavid, and therefore we need the in the Mice of the Yavid. If what would you do? If you already didn't, for sure you should put in water in one shot. If you didn't, what's Allah? In the Sabagdim im Hamiraglaim B'Shnei Makomos. This is in Berla. I have a subject of the Miraglaim is in two places. The Benem Yesh Makom Shulrak Tofech Benet Kedei Latzviach, and between the two places there is just enough water to it's wet enough that you could wet something else. But Hisol Revius Mime Rak Makom Echon. You put the water of Revius in just in one of the two places. Imahani does this work. The Ulai Elung Nafshav Tibra Yidei Tofech, and then perhaps doesn't count as a connection through the wetness. They let feel something wet enough to wet something else. Kiyam Kishiyesh, but also Makam Mayim, it's only when there is in that place water. I'll call upon him enough water for a garlic peel. Just like we passed in regards to the mikvah, they can't just use tefel amount. So the peel has to have a garlic peel. And here they in similar way, Shalom Nanda Haga. Mashasham, Sifkan, the Kovida, Tess, and the Shafter, and Shemuk, and Dessa, and Sham. Oh, the Abshad of Binyanin with Pasha Nartab, but Shumud, their abundance, only their abundance. Shani is different. A month of a safer Shulchan Shalom, they found the Shulchan Shalom, Shekaz of the Seminai and Zion. The Shon is the language. You spoke Revius Mayim, you support your Revius Mayim, Vira, Shajil, Mayim, Alcomer, Lime, see that the water should go in the whole Lime, Shem Tofech, which is wet enough to wet something else, like on the Shulno. But with the Matrich, Shiel, Mayim, the Lamb, then in fact you need to pour water in the mash with the spirulay, the Zvechum Lechud, Chash Kliber, Sarafim. And the fact it needs to go on the whole place, even not just, you can't just pour it in one place, it's attached. As much that he holds it to Tefillah, that just wet enough to wet something else, alone is not considered an attachment. and you have to get the whole thing.